Yeah, that's a real heartbreaker. I don't know how else to put it. And it's a heartbreaker because of how well we played. I know people will remember the end, and they'll remember the result, and they'll remember that we haven't been getting results. But I always sit up here and I tell the truth. And for us to play as well as we played against what I view as the best team in the league for 88 minutes, that's a 1-0 win. I've been in that game countless times. Everything played out the way we wanted it to. We started the game well. We were extremely organized defensively. We kept the ball. It was a tight game. Everything we wanted to do, we did in the game. Everything. We get a goal to go 1-0, and the 2 minutes where we lost 2 goals cost us. And I think a lot of it is psychological, confidence. But in saying that, I thought we looked really, really confident for 88 minutes and very organized. And the guys gave all they had. They executed the plan to a T. And I just feel for those players in that locker room. Many of them played all 3 games in a week. They basically rotated their whole lineup, Seattle. Maybe that was the difference in the end. You know, they had a little bit more, you know, of their legs and energy. But I wouldn't change a thing in the game, honestly. We just needed to make a few more plays at the end of the game. It's that simple. But I know it's crazy to hear this from me, but I'm very proud of this group. I'm very proud of the guys. And I'm disappointed that they don't have a good feeling right now after working as hard as they worked today.
On the 2 late goals, did you see any defensive breakdowns, or was just a good ball in it and not clearing it out, and then giving up the first, did that kind of lead into the quick second?
I think the big thing is just we have to be, you know, late in games, no matter who's playing, right? We do have some guys playing that, you know, they're gaining confidence, they're gaining belief, but we have to be more confident. We have to get tighter to guys. We have to make little moments seem comfortable, not nervy. And the first goal is a weird one because it's off a set piece. We head out, and then they go wide, and then play the perfect ball across behind our back 4. I think it kind of bounces off Darlington. Maybe Arriaga gets a nick on it too. But, you know, I'm not sure there's a lot we could have done differently on that one. It was a bit unlucky, unfortunately. I mean, you guys will watch it. I haven't watched it. I remember it live, and it just seemed like very fluky. The second one, we have to force Madrona wide. We don't. We let him come in, and then Bruin picks up a ball and on his right foot and is able to shoot. So we gotta force the play wide. We gotta get pressure on the ball, and we didn't do that in that situation. But we had numbers. So, you know, I don't know what else to tell you guys. I'm very, very pleased with how the game went tonight. When you factor in Seattle, how good they are, 3rd game, what we've been through, the options that we had or didn't have available to us. For our guys to be as organized as we were against this team, to not give up many chances to, for large periods, outplay them both sides of the ball, you know, is obviously something I'm pleased with, but we leave again empty-handed, and that's the reality. And I'm mostly just disappointed for them, you know, because when you give that much, you just want them to be rewarded. And we got to keep going. We got to keep fighting. We got to keep working. We got to keep improving. There is a lot to build on this week, believe it or not, even though we have nothing to show for it. We were much better in these 3 games, and this was by far our best game in quite some time.
like you said, you kept the ball like you wanted to. There are a lot of times where the ball gets out on the wing, the attacking third, but first shot on goal didn't come until like the 75th minute. Just how do you turn those moments into, I guess, more consistently getting shots?
I mean, shots on goal, you can never look at shots on goals, because if a guy skies one over the goal from 6 yards out, right, then that's not counted as a shot on goal. So we had chances. And they didn't have many. It was a tight game. It's always going to be a tight game. We should have scored the second goal. A great ball from Luis. It just missed Bradley. That should have been 2-0. But it's a good performance, guys. I don't know if you know it or see it, but I do. And I got to tell the truth up here. It's a great performance against a very good team. And we were minutes away from getting a result, a well-earned result. So we can't lose sight of that.
Caleb, you mentioned confidence in moments like that. Does it have to do with, I mean, the guys that you're missing obviously change that. They have that confidence. A lot of them were part of the team that beat Seattle. How much of having some of those other guys that you consider depth pieces be regulars now is a part of changing that confidence?
That's everything. I mean, you know, when you're a regular, you're more confident, you know. When you're a regular for a reason, right? It's everything. You're a regular because you're steady, you're consistent, you're confident, you have quality, and yet I'm very pleased overall with everybody that played. We're missing guys, but everybody that played today played hard and played really well against the best team in the league, who has a ton of talent, and they were completely fresh. And I thought 88 minutes, we were the better team for 88 minutes. And if you rewind it, you'll see there are good chances, there are good moments. But you're not going to get a ton against a good team like that. I mean, we got to be realistic here, guys. I mean, I don't know what people expect, but for me, that game played out exactly the way I wanted to, except for 2 minutes. Exactly.
Last question.
Well, just the locker room. You know, when you go in there, I assume you told the guys basically what you've told us right now. But you know, just how are they given, you know, kind of the late?
Yeah, I think they're gutted a little bit because they gave so much, and you know, again, I told them I was proud of them. I know it's hard to hear, obviously, when you're losing games. You know that. You know, their coach is proud of them, but I am. I thought we fought our asses off today. I thought we were extremely organized. I thought the plan was spot on. They executed to perfection. And, you know, 2 minutes more. It's a 1-0 result. 2 minutes more. And how do you change that? I think a lot of it is just confidence that builds.